You learn so many skills about yourself that you can't learn anywhere else. So I think it's a wonderful classroom. Nature, the mountains, everything about it is it's just special. I've been involved in mountains since I was 4 or 5. I came from Ayr in Scotland. My mum and dad took me to Arran very young, and then we did a lot of Munros all over Scotland and in Galloway, and that gave me the big bug, and I loved it, you know, and I've always loved the mountains. If I hadn't been mountaineering, I'd have been in jail, and for a minister's son, it's not what you really want. I was a rebel without a cause, but mountaineering gave me that place to go, and I'm indebted to it, and the people I've worked with. I did a bit of rock climbing, and I did quite a bit of mountaineering, but then I joined the RAF, because there was no work when I joined in early 70, 71. My ambition was to join the mountain rescue team, because I'd seen the Land Rovers living about.
November 1971, and a major search is underway in the Cairngorms.
And you're going all over Scotland. It was a great apprenticeship, really. And the RAF was very heavily involved then, because the civilian teams were just really, they were getting going, but they didn't have a lot of money. We were lucky because we were there for aircraft crashes, which I've been to nearly 70 in my time, which is a huge amount. But the way we learned, we had to learn Scotland, so we climbed all over. And we would help local teams. And I was lucky because the team leaders really worked at working with local estates, working with the local teams, getting to know the police. And, you know, it was phenomenal. It was a little world. For us, the military is quite an establishment thing. Mountain rescue was completely different. I loved it. There was no rank in the team, so you just proved it as a mountaineer. And you proved it by just keeping going and learning and learning and learning. So I was very lucky to get that and meet all these people that change your life. Big rescues were very serious. The gear was basic. You'd been out the day before. We didn't sit and wait for call-outs. You know, you trained and then you got a call-out. I would say 50–60% were at night after you'd done a day in the hills. And then you'd go up to do a rescue. And the north face of the Bend, Glencoe, the Cairngorms, Skye, this was all the places we went to and did rescues. And it was primitive, single ropes, no helmets.
It was good. It's good.
And you had this bunch of young guys, mostly out of work, joined the military, and they found this bond in the team. And mountaineering is a bond, whatever you do. It doesn't have to be mountain. And I would never say I'm a mountain rescuer. I would always say I was a mountaineer. You know, self-reliance is huge. And there was a lot more of it in the old days. People just think now, and it's the media that's done this, pick a phone up, you get a signal, and next minute this chopper will come in. It doesn't happen like that. Even though I was in the military, I always spoke up for mountaineers. To me, if you've had an accident in the hill, whatever it is, that's the ultimate thing. And the last thing you need to be is preached at by people who don't have a clue. But you can pass on the lessons you've learned. And you're not trying to scare people, because I love the mountains, you know, and you want the kids to enjoy it. Of course, it takes a toll. And any mountaineer, I've lost a lot of friends really pushing it. And that's one of these things. They wouldn't change it, because that's what they love. I know they put people at risk, but we know we accept the risk. You know, you'll never take the danger out of mountaineering. Mountaineering is tricky, but there's ways you can cut your danger down. You know, you build up your knowledge, but your knowledge is learned from what we call epics. Everybody has an epic. Yeah, and even, you know, I'm still having them. It's quite amazing. And an epic can be just losing a glove in winter. But, you know, it's all part. Every day you go out, nature's showing you who's the boss. And that's what you've got to remember. A great way to do it is to have somebody who can help you. And if you can afford it, maybe go on the course. But there's so much free now on the websites about looking after yourself in the hills. So if you go missing and people, the agencies know where you are, will find you. But so many people don't help. And I know people say, well, I don't go in the mountains to leave notes, but I've seen the other side of it. I've been in Glencoe with the families, and that's a thing I have really worked on. And I've seen kids crying for their dads in Glencoe at night as we come off the hill, "Daddy, where are you?" And that's horrible. And all you have to do is tell somebody where you're going, and there's a very good chance we'll find you. You know, so you can make things a lot easier. And the first thing I do when I was taking groups, and we run a wee winter skills course for the Murray Mountaineers, and the first thing I say is, what would happen now if anything happened to me? Because I'm supposed to be taking you. And it makes them all think. I said, don't be a follower, be part of it, you know, and have your plans ready. If people get a wee bit out of mountaineering what I've got, it's the best life in the world, isn't it? It really is.